Hey, good morning. My name is Sherita Bagby with I Am Goddess Life, and let's do what we do. Let's get ready for our morning reading, but first, we've got to step into the goddess realm. Hey y'all, I hope your morning is off to an amazing start. Well, I guess at this time of the day, for some of you, it might actually be afternoon. So let's just say, I hope you're having a fantastic hump day. So once again, guys, I'm just going to give you a heads up. You're going to see me looking around a lot because I was fortunate enough to be able to set up another monitor so that way I can see your questions without having to do all kinds of other stuff. So anyway, or your comments, what have you. So if you see me looking around, heads up, that's what's going on. Love you lots. Hey Nick, hey Javon, hey Eli. I'm glad that y'all are able to make it this morning and all that good jazz. So let's dive in and let's do what we do. First off, you know the deal. Anytime you hear or see the word social, I want you to stop what you're doing, grab a glass of water, chug a lug, and then boop, make sure you hit like when you're done. Let's go. And because I can actually see the screen, I'm going to give it a couple of likes because I'm done. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels, our goddesses, our guides, our fairies for all the amazing guidance and direction that you give us every single day. We ask that you continue to guide and direct our reading, make it clear and concise so that anyone who hears this message knows exactly how to apply it to their lives. And also we ask that they be blessed by it abundantly. All these many fantastic, wonderful, delicious things we ask for in unconditional love. Amen. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, y'all. So I'm looking around because I think we are going to talk to our fairies, number one. But we are also going to get a spirit animal for the day. Or not our fairies, I'm sorry. Let me reevaluate that. Because I was thinking goddesses, but I said fairies. So let's see what's up with that. Thank you, God. Thank you to our guides. Who is our spirit animal today? Got it. That one right there. Now this is interesting. I don't know that we've ever gotten that spirit animal before. Alright, so are we talking to our goddesses or our fairies? Both. Okay. What are we getting from where? Okay. I gotta just put those down because my brain wants to do one thing, but my intuition is saying something else. We're gonna talk to our fairies. Okay. Got it. Check. Check, check, triple check, 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 check. Man, our fairy's been really talking to us. Both, really. Alright, let's get a good shuffle going. We're getting 3 cards, I believe. Yep, that's what we're gonna call it. We're getting 3 cards. Thanks, Javon. Happy Wednesday right back at you, mama. Hey, Eric. Hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you, fairies. Who do you have for us today? What do we need to know in the goddess realm? The word I'm hearing is clarity. What clarity? What direction can you give us to give it? What direction do you have for us to give us more clarity on our journey? Got it. There's the first card. What clarity do you have for us? Or what do you have for us to help us gain clarity on our journey? There's the second card. Thank you, fairies. Oofta. Got it. There's the third. One more. That was pretty loud and clear. There's the fourth. And sit tight. It's crazy. I literally just heard sit tight. Like, okay. I was going to grab that goddess deck. Bear with me. I've got cords everywhere. Okay, there we go. So, guys, let's dive in and see what we have today. So, for our first card, we have Emotional Healing. Now, this blows me because last week we got so many cards, and really the week prior, we got so many cards in reference to. Hold on. Almost stopped the camera. There we go. Focus. We got so many cards in reference to being heart centered and our heart focus, right? And we've also been getting Izalt a lot, and Izalt's been coming up in a lot of your personal readings as well. Emotional healings. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. As your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings of love. I freaking love this, guys, because the thing that I'm really seeing about this in particular, and we see all of her chakras represented, right? Root all the way up to the crown. But in particular, she's focused on that big, beautiful green emerald, that big, beautiful heart chakra. And as we continue to heal our hearts, and really the word I just heard was as we allow our hearts to heal. And in doing that, getting into that place of unconditional love, remaining in that place of unconditional love, getting in and remaining, I should say. That's what's really helping the heart to heal, to recognize what true love really means, right? But as you begin to do that, the beautiful thing is new blessings and love. You receive new blessings and love. How awesome is that? As you allow your heart to heal, you get blessings out of it and you get new love. You get like the good stuff. Because now you're in a place of unconditional love and you can begin to send that out. And guys, what do we talk about? Your vibration is your attraction. So what you're sending out is what you're getting back. Oh, yeah. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's move to our next card. Now, let me ask you something. How many times in the last few weeks have we been directed to get outside, connect with nature? You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. We've been told to spend time outdoors. We've been told to spend time in nature, go outside, get near water, that to get that recharge, to get that clarity. And now I see why in particular our guides directed us to ask the question, what is it we need to be doing to get the clarity that we need on our path? So we need to work with some emotional healing. And the beautiful part about this, guys, is you get in nature, you'd be amazed what a great healer nature is. Even when you're just in nature, right? So we get that emotional healing. We connect with nature. The beautiful thing also about connecting with nature is it's an easy way to let your thoughts go, to really just to clear that and that mindless chatter in the back of your mind, right? Connect with nature, to ground with Gaia, ground with Mother Earth, feel her energy. Allow her to transmute yours. Send Mother Nature love. You'd be amazed. Get into the rhythm, the natural rhythm of the universe. Get out of this man-made rhythm, even if it's only for just a few minutes. Even if it's you can only go outside, for a few minutes on your lunch break. Go do it and connect with nature. Try to get to a place where you can be as far as possible from man-made sounds and noises, right? Where you can hear the birds chirping, where you can hear the wind, the breeze rustling through the leaves, where you can hear, the chipmunk, gathering and storing and cracking nuts for the winter, what have you. But get out in nature where you can really just feel at peace and let go. And I love this. You are inspired by spending time outdoors. So for those of you who have been like, what am I supposed to be doing? What's my next step? Go outside. And it's not just about being outside, y'all. It's about taking the time to connect with nature. And in particular, what do we see this fairy doing? She's sitting in a tree. A tree, a vine, something. But she's spending time in. Let's see if we can push in just a little bit more. Spending time in nature. She's not just walking around outside. She's taking the time to connect, to touch. Get your hands and feet in the ground. You'd be amazed what that can do. Not just for your mood and for clarity, but even for your physical body as well. You are not separate from this earth, y'all. Look at this card. How many times have we gotten this message? Not only this card, but this message over the last few weeks. goodbye to the old. Hello, new. You finished this part of your life. You finished one part of your life. Now a new and even better part is beginning. Remember, you're that butterfly maiden. You're in transition. You're finished with this part. It's time to let go of the things that aren't serving you. To dig deep. You're stronger than you think you are. Say hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life. Now a new and even better part is beginning. Now a new and even better part is beginning. How freaking awesome is that? And again, guys, what do we see? We see that she's out in nature. We see that she is near plants. One is getting ready. We see this rose here, or this big beautiful flower, whatever that is, that's getting ready to bloom. We see this fresh bloom. Her feet are coming out of it, right? Like she's emerging. Like Arakira, didn't we get that card last week? Talking about you were blossoming, you were just blossoming, be patient. And I know several people have gotten those in their personal readings as well. So we're feeling this transition. We're feeling this great harvest of abundance, right? So now it's time to open ourselves up to the abundance. But we got to first clear out all that dead weight, that dead energy, all that space, all the stuff, the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, the stuff that's no longer serving our highest good. And after we do that, then we make room to bring in an even better part. And the beautiful thing is we're just at the beginning of that even better part. So there's more to come, yo. And again, we've gotten this card through a few different decks, through our Earth Magic deck, as well as through our Goddess deck. Lining up, getting in attunement with our divine purpose, with our true purpose, our true desire. Your desire is within reach. Get in alignment with it. It's within reach. Remember, in fall, in autumn, you will receive great harvests, multiple of abundance. Everything is here. It's all within reach. But guess what? We've got to finish healing our hearts. Because when we finish healing our hearts of emotional pain, we receive blessings and love. It didn't say blessings of love. Let me get this here out of the way. It's Appetite Stone. As your heart heals old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Your desire is within reach. The new blessings are here. You're in a place of healing. Again, we've been getting the card Eisel a lot, telling us your heart is healed. Your heart is healing. Your heart is being healed, right? Is ready to be healed. So as your heart heals, as you're getting more heart focused, as you're moving to a place of unconditional love, not only for yourself, but for others, it helps you to get closer to your goals, your desires. You're getting out and you're connecting with nature. And as you're connecting with nature, you're getting the inspiration. You're starting to understand, okay, I'm supposed to move in this direction. I'm supposed to move in that direction. I've got greater clarity. Connect with nature. Because again, your desire is within reach. Everything is working in your favor. Just do what you know you're supposed to be doing. And finally, say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. Why are we saying goodbye to the old? Well, because what we want is within reach. Everything's working within our favor. So we have to do our part. We'll just kind of toss that right there. We have to do our part by releasing what's no longer serving us. We can't hold on to the old just because it's familiar. Familiar, and again, I've been saying this a lot lately. So often we mistake familiarity for comfort and security. Let it go, boo. Let it go. Say goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You finished one part of your life. A new and even better part is beginning. And the cool part about it beginning is that everything is working in your favor. It's all within reach. This is that great harvest of abundance that our guides told us about, that they were prepping us for, getting us excited for. Emotional healing. Get in your heart. And our spirit animal for today, guys. I freaking love this. Look at this. Be kind to yourself and others. Be kind to yourself and others. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday and the day before as well. The reason why is that being kind to yourself, loving yourself, getting in this place of unconditional love, right? Being heart centered, being heart focused. It's not a selfish act. It is frickin' necessary. Because the truth of the matter is, what you put out is what you get back. So put out those kind, loving, unconditional vibes to yourself, because then you now show the universe how much you value yourself. And in turn, the universe will send you more people who value you the same way. Flip side of the coin, be kind to others, show unconditional love to others. And guess what? Unconditional love comes back to you. Some of you have life purposes and you have dreams and desires and aspirations, and you're just like, how the heck can this ever come to fruition? This is how. Being kind to yourself, not doubting yourself, not setting yourself up for failure. Loving yourself enough to say, you know what? I'm going to focus on healing myself. I'm going to focus on really spending time in nature and getting some clarity. Really allowing that inspiration to flow, right? And here's something I just really want to caution you about, guys. I just really want to caution you, because I jacked myself up on this for like months until one day I had the freaking epiphany, like, oh my God, Sherita. I kept saying things like, I have to go into nature so that I can get inspired. I was thinking from the mindset that I was lacking inspiration, right? And that somehow going into nature would spark this inspiration. When in reality, what that was a lack mindset. I was telling myself I didn't have it. I have to go do this because I don't have it. When in reality, I had to change my mindset. And I had to start telling myself, Sherita, you are already divinely inspired. But let's go into nature for some more clarity. The inspiration is already within you. The knowledge, the information, it already is flowing within you. So we're going to use natural energy, natural forces to allow it to continue to flow, to bring it into your conscious mind, to the forefront of your understanding. Because it's already here. You're not separate from God. You're not separate from the divine. When it came to, same thing with my heart. I've told you all this story, that when I finally realized how closed my heart chakra was, it was months and months before I realized not only is it closed, but I am actively holding it closed. I am actively holding it closed. And in doing so, I had to begin to release. I had to start asking myself, why? What are these things that you've encountered in life, or that you're going through, or that you've been through, or that you're thinking and feeling, that are causing you to like actively hold your heart shut? And as I began to release, a lot of that happened by going out here. But as I began to release, things began to flow. But here's the deal, guys. I had to stop telling myself that my heart chakra was closed. Because by telling myself it was closed, guess what? I was actively holding it closed. I had to release that mindset. I had to release the mindset that I was hurt and damaged, and that it was closed, and that I was holding it closed. I had to switch my I was going to say my position, that too, but my perception of my heart, and start trusting and knowing that my heart is guarded and it's safe and it's protected, and I have a spirit of discernment that I can use to guard and protect my heart. But in the flip side of the coin, I truly had to be aware of my desire, of my passion, of what it is that I want, and to recognize it, and to ultimately have faith in it. Because when I started really recognizing my desire and my passion, I was like, how the heck am I ever going to turn this into a living? Or how the heck am I going to support myself? So what happened? Then I started doubting myself and my abilities and what was possible, and would people actually ever, want to be interested in what I have to offer, right? And in doing all of that, then I had to learn, you know what, Sherita? Now that you're connecting, now that you're healing, you got to start being a lot kinder to yourself. And being kind to yourself doesn't just mean eating healthy and exercising. Yeah, that's being absolutely wonderful to your body. it's something that we should normally do, but in the world we live in today, that's actually spoiling your body by giving it what it needs, right? Again, unfortunately, that should be natural to us, but for whatever reason it isn't. It is what it is. But on top of that, I had to start nourishing my thoughts and my feelings as well, showing myself unconditional love. And then I had to start recognizing, hey, Sherita, what you're putting out, those thoughts and feelings you're putting out towards others is what you're attracting to yourself. So not only do you have to be kind to yourself, but even when you don't agree with other people, even when you don't understand, you got to stop and get it together. Do what you need to do to send them unconditional love. And what have I been saying almost every day for like a couple of weeks now? Receiving is just as sacred as giving. So that meant I had to stop, receive some unconditional love from Source, from God, from my higher self, from my guides, so that I can then begin to share it with others. So guys, really what I see is happening is our guides, and I don't want to use this word, but the word that I'm really hearing is our guides are warning us. They're not warning us in a negative sense, but they're telling us exactly what's going on. Have faith. Keep the faith. Everything is working in your favor. Your desires are within reach. But work with the energy that is at hand. Work with the timing, with the cycle that's at hand. It's not to say that it's now or never, because everything in life is an ebb and flow, right? A give and take. But let's work with the flow. The flow is here. Freaking take advantage of it. We have everything that we want and we need right freaking now, yo. Take advantage of the flow. Get in nature. Allow your heart to heal. Because here's what the card says specifically, guys. The card doesn't tell you to go out and heal your own heart, does it? It tells you specifically that your heart, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive blessing and love. So basically, by default, as you get into a more heart-centered place, as you begin to love yourself unconditionally, no matter what it looks like on the what you look like on the outside, no matter what you feel like, even if you feel like, I just can't seem to get my stuff together. I can't seem to get my life together. I can't seem to get my thoughts together. But you know what? I freaking still think I'm amazing, and I love myself unconditionally because I know that everything is always working out for my highest good. I know that my guides are leading me and directing me. I know that my guides are working on helping me to heal my heart. And so I'm going to surrender to that. I'm going to allow my heart to be healed. I'm going to allow my guides to work, God to work within my life. However, God, Spirit, Source, sees fit, because it's always working for my highest good. I know that God, Spirit, Source are always bringing me the things that are most desirable and most pleasurable to myself, to my senses. Because here's the deal, guys. Sometimes we be justifying some BS. We're like, oh, well, I had to go through this to get through the good. No, you created that. You didn't have to go through it. Know that God, Spirit, Source, your higher self, your guides aren't going to take you through the path that's going to be the most hurtful and the most frustrating. Your guides, God, Spirit, Source is always bringing you your highest good in the most smooth, comfortable, desirable manner, right? But sometimes we jack ourselves up. Oh, well, you know what? I did plant that bad seed, so I guess I have to reap what I sow. If you plant the bad seed and you realize that seed is bad, go rip that shit up out of the ground before it takes root and starts to grow, right? You, as the farmer of your life, the farmer of your thought fields, the farmer of your feeling fields, you're farming those fields. You have the right to go pull that seed up right before it takes root. We don't have to go, oh crap, I made a mistake last night, or I thought something bad about somebody, so let me just sit here and get ready for the negative ramifications. Because when you do that, you're now preparing yourself for negativity, so then you can't be surprised when negativity comes to you, right? But you have the option to say, dang, I was kind of remiss in my thinking last night. I'm tripping. You know what? Let me not only go and show myself some love, because I love myself enough to humble my ego to just appreciate this person, to see the love and light that's within them, in them. I don't necessarily understand their position, but I do understand at the end of the day, they are looking out for their highest good. They're looking out for their families. They're looking out for their protection, and I respect that. I don't necessarily have to agree with it, but I respect it, and I respect the fact that they love themselves and their families enough to blah, blah, blah. Right? Let me go back, and if I can't find something negative, because sometimes that's easier said than done, at least daggone neutralize it, right? Pull that weed out of the ground. Say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And what I just heard is a lot of this is going to be in our mental thoughts. As we begin to change our thoughts and our feelings, then our actions will change, right? The things that we see in our physical world will change. So goodbye to the old, hello to the new. A lot of that is just really our thoughts about self, our thoughts about things, our thoughts about what we are capable of, our thoughts about what is possible for our lives. We're letting go of all those limited lack thoughts and feelings. And we're saying hello to the new, to the unlimited potential. Because we know no matter what, that things are always working in our favor. But it's a matter of what we choose to tune into. Are we tuning into what we don't want and what we don't like and what we're fearful of? Or are we tuning into the fact that this is always working out in my favor? God always brings me exactly what I want in the most desirable and pleasurable ways. I'm open to the abundance, to receiving, whatever, to just receiving, period. You know, I've got a business trip coming up in a few days, and I don't know if what God or Spirit Source has for me is for this potential opportunity that I'm going to go check out. Or, you know, what I had to do was I caught myself the other day and I was kind of daydreaming about all the potential in this opportunity that I'm going to go check out. And I was like, you know what, Sherita, it came to me. I'm like, you're limiting yourself. Maybe you're not going to this event for the event opportunity. Maybe there's somebody specific that you're going to meet at this event that's going to take you to somewhere beyond your wildest dreams. Like, what I'm getting at is I had to let go of those old thoughts of trying to control or dictate or determine how Spirit or how Source was going to work this out for me, right? But I had to say hello to the new thought of just opening myself up to abundance, to not worrying about, I hope this goes that way and I hope that goes that way, to just straight up, you know what? I am so grateful that I even get to go on this trip. First and foremost, I am. And second of all, I get to sit in a room with people who I like to consider heavy hitters in the industry. And third of all, thank you, God. I don't know what's coming my way, but I'm just opening. I thank you for the abundance that's flowing my way. I'm keeping my mind and my thoughts open to the adjacent possibilities, you know. But it took some time. Like, I literally had to keep telling myself, Sherita, quit trying to dictate the how. Right? We talked about that yesterday, trying to control. Easy does it, right? Una tells us that regularly. Our goddess Una, easy does it. So again, guys, I'm going on and on and on and on about this because I know for a fact that so many of us, I'm not even going to say of you, I'm going to say of us, are going through this period of transition, this period of change. And it's just like, how do I move forward? How do I get to where I want to be? How do I navigate this? And that's just it. Yeah, letting go. Trusting and knowing that everything is working out in your favor. And sometimes the things that come to us in our favor and our abundance, it doesn't always come in the way that we were expecting it. But that's okay. Who cares? It's here, right? Get out and connect with nature. Almost every freaking day we're being told to connect with nature, connect with nature, connect with nature, connect with nature. And allow your heart to heal. For those of you who are familiar with your chakras, do your chakra work. Do your chakra balancing, your cleansing, or your clearing and your balancing. Your desire is within reach. Say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And just be kind to yourself and others. Love yourself. Love your situation. Love others and their situations unconditionally. Which is not always as easy to do as it is to say. Which is why I come back to, you know, receiving is just as sacred as giving. Because if you don't have that unconditional love within you, and it's not easy to have, take the time to receive it. so that you can give it, right? Keep the party rolling, man. Keep the cycle going. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I love our fairies so much. You know, one of the things that I'm really being reminded with these readings the last week and a half, we've been working a lot with our fairies and our goddesses. And, you know, I've got all these decks around me that I love, and they all have their own unique energy and their own unique qualities to them. But the thing that I'm really being reminded with our guides taking us back to these two decks is really just to take it back to basics, right? Keep it simple, because so often we get like ahead of ourselves, we get excited and we want to be big and fancy. And it's not to say that all this fanciness isn't helpful, but at the end of the day, keep it freaking basic. You know what I mean? Like, what do they say? Use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. You know, and I'm not calling anyone stupid, but I think there's a nicer version of that. Keep it simply, I don't know. You get the point. You get the point. You get the point. So guys, don't overthink it. Just get into a place of allowing and knowing I'm transitioning. So as I'm transitioning, I got to cut myself a break. Other people are on their journeys and they're transitioning in whatever way that they are, because that's the energy that's at hand. Everybody's in a different spot on their path. So I'm going to love and accept and be kind with them while they're on their journeys. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to be patient with myself and with others, because I know that everything is working out to my favor, and that source is always bringing me exactly what I want and need. This is why Diana has told us so many times, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target and you will reach your mark. Because as soon as we allow ourselves to get off the track, we start voiding out all that positive energy that we were putting towards our mark, right? So we're connecting in nature. And nature, the one thing that I love about going out and connecting in nature is it's a great way to release the frustration, release the pent-up energy. Sometimes we've got stuff going on in our thoughts and feelings that we don't even recognize right away. But then you go out in nature, you spend a few minutes out there, you get to the beach, you get to the park. I realize it's November, so for some of you, the beach might be a little, but you get to the park and you go outside and you come back in after a few minutes and you just feel refreshed, right? Go allow yourself to be refreshed, even if it's on your lunch break. If you have to walk outside, let the sun on your face and take some deep breaths and just, I am recharging, I'm cleansing, I'm releasing, I'm letting go. Then go back to your office. You know, if you have to, sometimes I was notorious for this, getting stuck in rush hour. Like, I'm driving and I would put my sun visor down, but then once I'm stuck in traffic, I would raise it up just so I can get a little bit on my face and my neck and my chest. And then I'd have to start driving again. Like, it's so bright that I have to put it back down. But whatever, do what you can do. I'm notorious in the winter for having the heat on full blast, but the window down, because I still want the fresh air. Do what you have to do to connect, to release, to let go. Do what you have to do to allow that emotional healing. Allow. Because here's the deal, guys. We don't have to make it all complicated. We don't have to know the next step. We just need to do what we're guided to do right freaking now. And I want you to know that there is a full moon, I believe, this weekend. There is a full moon. So I really feel that that is why our guides have been taking us in the direction that we're taking us. They've been taking us into this shift, this transition, right? This movement. And so don't forget, your full moon is your time of completion. Your desire is within reach. Have faith as everything is working in your favor. Have faith that everything is working in your favor. You know, Cordelia's been telling us to go outside a lot too. So I would say, if you can, get some sun and some moon. If you can, get some sun and some moon. One of the things that I've been doing really at night when I walk my dog before bed is just really taking some time to just stop and stare and talk to the moon even. It's not like I'm spending hours and hours outside, but that little that lunar charge right before bed, that's helpful. just really noticing, how bright and beautiful the moon has been in the sky the last several nights. So take advantage, guys. All right, so social it up one more time. Look, one more time. Feels like a Friday. There's a new movie that just came out on Cody that my husband and I have been really wanting to see. So I'm trying to get like as much done as early as possible so that we can go watch it, or we can watch it and like, so I'm in that jam session mood. So guys, any questions, by all means, feel free to check the link in the description, wherever it happens to be, on whatever platform you're watching on. Request your free goddess reading, schedule a discovery session, especially if you're finding that you've got maybe some blocks in your abundance, or you're having a hard time kind of shifting your thinking. That's what I'm here for, yo. It's just like basically a free, no obligation little mini coaching session. So I love y'all lots. I look forward to getting to see you soon. Thank you so much to our guides. Thank you so much to our fairies and our spirit animal. Don't forget the deer. Be kind to yourself and others. So I thank you guys so much for your guidance and direction and the clarity, and helping us all to understand within our individual lives how we are to make this message applicable. So y'all go out, be rock stars, be gods, be goddesses. Let your light shine. I love you lots. Have an awesome day, and I will see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.